I teach adults and teens. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial of how to catch things live. We're going to be driving an expressway, going I-94, I-80, and talking about some of the dangers on the expressway and how to avoid some of those dangers. When you first get into the car, I need you to pause a second and lock your door. This will keep you from being thrown out. This will also keep intruders from coming in and trying to get us. Okay, no one's going to get us. They'll try to put hands on us, but you understand what I'm saying. Lock your door. Next, I need you to put on your seat belt. Okay, put that seat belt on. Strap yourself in. So in the event of a frontal collision, you don't fly through the windshield. The seat belt is only effective if you have it on, and we have airbags. This car has a steering wheel airbag and a passenger side airbag. Now we're going to pause a second. We're going to relax because it will be kind of stressful on the expressway, dealing with traffic, maneuvering through this situation, and I'm going to show you how to do it. We'll talk about all three lanes, the advantages, the disadvantages, and I'm going to give you real numbers of how slow or fast we're going based upon the conditions. Okay, we're going to put our foot on the brake. This car has a key. Some cars have a push to start where you have a key fob in your pocket. We're going to put the key in and twist it forward, and we put our foot on the brake. Once you hear the car start, you take your foot off the brake. Now, we want to frame our rear window in the mirror. Get everything set. Frame that rear window so when we're driving, we can look up and see everything out of the rear window. Now, we're going to look straight ahead. There's more than one way to adjust the mirror. Let's just keep it simple. Adjust your mirror so you can see a little bit of the side of the car. It could be the back door handle. It could be the side of the car. You have to see what is to the side. And to check your blind spot, you need to quickly look over your shoulders. That's a quick glance. You don't want to look too long because you'll jerk the wheel back and forth. That's what beginners do, but this is aimed toward beginners. So we're going to look straight ahead. We're going to adjust the mirror. In my case, because I'm tall, we're going to bring it in and bring it down a little bit. The passenger side mirror, we'll bring that up some. Now we're going to pause again. We're going to be reversing, and we're going to be going out of a parking lot through a neighborhood and then onto the expressway. So we want to look over our shoulder. We want to let it roll back, and we're going to turn our wheel to the left. Look behind you as you back up, and then we stop. We straighten up our wheels. We put it in drive. We're looking left and right, and I'm going to show you how much you need to view in a parking lot. You're probably saying this is not necessary. If you want to run over someone, it's necessary. So I'm looking through. The kids playing there to the left, about 15 of them. And now I'm going to look through, taking my time. I'm going to come down to the bottom of the driveway. This is called showing the car. We're going to stop. You're going to see our car come by. If we don't look and pull out, we just got hit. So I'm going to look, and here's a scooter coming. At least have a helmet on. We not mad. She looks angry. And then we're going to make a right turn. And it's nice to kind of warm up through neighborhoods. Remember, I'm a driving instructor, so these are the general practices that I do. Your instructor may be different. They may do more. They may do less. I make every lesson custom to my student, as you should, because people are different. We're coming up to a partially controlled intersection. As I learned, this is kind of confusing because there's so many things in a small point in time. So I'm going to stop. And then I'm just going to let these pedestrians go by. So I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to wait. I made eye contact with them. And that's what you're supposed to do. See a little girl, she's looking happy, right? Give her about 12 to 14 years. Okay, I'm going to move forward. And that's a good feeling when you let pedestrians know. Now, there's a car coming. If I don't look, I just got hit again. Can be extremely dangerous if you take them for granted. We're not going to take anything for granted because here's another car. So you have to look left and right. And I'll show you. You look left and right. Now I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. Now we have two driveways, actually three. And then I'm going to turn on my left turn signal, and I don't think the car sees it yet. Now the car sees it, hopefully. and I'm gonna turn and I'll stay to the right side of the driveway. So that's the easy area to fail in. I'm gonna go slow over the speed bump, and I have the right of way, so the truck to my left should yield. I'm gonna come up and turn on my right turn signal. There's a lot of traffic here. I have to stop. But now I need to look forward. I need to look to my left. Traffic is coming. And if I'm courteous and moving up, I'm looking for a gap or space. And then here's my space. I'm pulling right behind the Tesla. Bam, got it. Got a nice little wrap on there too. So I'm gonna pause and then I'll stop. If you really wanna pass, I'm gonna show you. We're behind the stop line. Now I can turn on red. I need to move forward and take a look. So I'm gonna move forward. This lane can go right or turn. So I'm checking traffic. Then I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. Now we're getting ready to go into the expressway, and that's what the heart of this is about. So this is 94. 94 is very dangerous, a short. This is kind of a medium ramp. All right, we had a nice merge out. You see the Durango. All right, we had a nice merge out. You see the Durango. What is this about, right? You want to establish your presence. You want to be smooth. We don't want to tailgate. Now, I'm looking in this truck. There are materials in the truck that are uncovered. I don't want this to fall on me, fall out. I'm gonna go ahead and when I can, I'm gonna have to get over to left. Okay, we want to have materials secured. So I'm gonna turn on my left turn signal. I'm gonna accelerate up. And now I'm in the middle lane, so I'm right at 60. I'm not gonna lie to you about speed. We're gonna be truthful. You're gonna see a black Ram going about 80. See it? I'm doing about 65. So we're trying to be safe, and then I'm gonna get back over to the right. I'm gonna make a lane change, and now I feel more comfortable. Now I see brake lights, so we gotta start slowing down, foot's off the gas. Hello, how are you? I'm squeezing my brake, taking my time. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm in North America. You're in New Zealand. Beautiful. I really appreciate you. Do you have roads like this in New Zealand? Hey D, how are you? D, less than 24 hours ago, I came from Chicago. I was in Joliet. I took I-94 to I-80, and I was invited to go to Joliet drag strip for the NHRA event. I wanted to show you this. This is the media event, and then I was using my camera, my phone, my Meta Ray-Ban glasses to make content. Overall, the Meta Ray-Bans caught a lot of good live content, 15-second clips. The camera, obviously the sensor is bigger in the camera, so I was able to get some really good videos of, well, still images of pictures. It was awesome. We met John Force. We met a lot of the top Clay Milligan. Please forgive me if I say their name wrong. A lot of professional race teams are out there. And then I have a lot of videos as well as really clear high definition photos, 4K quality of cars. I made videos of me going to the establishment. So I'm slowly posting those out. And it was really great event. Let me get back to the highway driving. And you have questions, ask. I'll be sharing those. They're also on Instagram, and I'm slowly rolling them out on the YouTube platform. I don't mind this car cutting over because I'm not going crazy fast, but I'm keeping space. Now they have a new car. They have a temporary license plate in the window. So, you're excited when you get your new car. It goes fast. You can zip in and out of traffic, but you also could be a liability. We do not want to be a liability. This reminds me of I-80, except it was 5 lanes, twice as many semi-trucks. And each of these roads, there's a certain number of fatalities. I did a really nice online session on I-80 and I-94. So I'm in the right lane. The problem is stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Cars could sideswipe you. 100%. I get it. Well, you can sign up for a coaching call with me. I am available to help you reach your goal. That is there. The ideal time is 1 to 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm available for a live coaching call. You could just have to sign up through the Stand Store. I've had about 5 of those. I'm driving a young lady who's 27, Shaquavia. She passed several weeks ago. I had to go check in with her. The young lady who was autistic, she also passed. She's 27. So we're doing pretty good. So we're at about 50. We're starting to pick up, taking our time. And I don't want to hit the gas real hard and lose my space cushion. The one thing about I-80, there's a lot of volume of traffic. The expressways are older. And thank you. And I'm also learning how to use AI for images and creative arts, which is also good. I got a great evaluation at work, so I will be getting my bonus. Also, I love sharing good news. Also, we got to be careful of our highway workers. A lot of them are hit and killed. And because I'm in the transportation industry, I'm very sensitive to what they're doing, and you should care. So I have a Canon SL3. It's an older camera, maybe from 2019, 2018. It's fine. It's a beginner's camera. I'm learning how to take pictures. The National Hot Rod Racer media person said, just shoot video. Just take pictures. Don't worry about it. I really needed a better telephoto lens, but if I was close enough to the subject, it looked good. So I'll be posting out pictures, and you just have to check the channel. It's harder if you've been in a wreck. It's harder if you've been in an accident. It's harder if you don't have someone supporting you. You don't have a coach. It's harder when you're in your 20s and 30s because, you have that pressure to get a job. When you're younger, maybe you have your mom and dad paying for it. You're used to juggling things. As we get older, you can only do 1 or 2 things. I can do 3 things at max. When I was younger, maybe 5 things. But if I want to do a good job, it's going to be 3 things. Like this driving, I got traffic to the left. These cars are going to cut out in front of me. I'm looking for blinkers. Some are using blinkers. Some will cut over when they're supposed to. Now this was pretty good. And I'm gonna take my time. And I think if you have a good coach, and also there are a lot of good content creators who do a lot of in-car video. Like I try to do a video in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I go live. I think if you watch these videos, you'll be able to see what traffic really does. It's unpredictable. Some cars will use blinkers, like that Jeep. It didn't use a blinker. But imagine going 80 or 70. Some people go too slow in the fast lane. Some people are cutting off semi-trucks. That's death. And if you do your research in your area, you'll find out the dangerous roads. So for me as an instructor, me learning about I-94, which I'm on, and me learning about I-80, which I drove, I left 4 in the morning Friday, 4:30 in the morning, and it was nice because the expressway was deserted. But imagine this times 4 in I-80. It overwhelmed me, and I almost crashed getting off the expressway to go get fuel, use the bathroom. I was going too fast on the cloverleaf. Literally, I almost rolled the vehicle over. So you want a good coach. You want someone who's going to help you, who's going to be honest. Like I'm driving a young lady, 25. She's never driven before. First drive. Had her driving in the neighborhoods, making right turns, making left turns. And I have to be patient. She starts at 0. She never learned how to drive. She has their total of 9 siblings. She's in the middle. She goes to college. She has her college paid for. Her mother or dad has to take her to college. So she has to learn how to drive. Also, a young lady who was 65 messaged me. Her husband left her. She has to learn how to drive. So all of us, I like to be independent. My dad and mom taught me be independent. Have your own. Okay? I don't care if you're riding a junky piece of crap car or a nice new car. It's yours. And you take care of it. You do your oil changes, you rotate tires, you learn how to do maintenance, and the car won't let you down. I also got tired coming back. So I pulled over in the McDonald's parking lot. I rest for about an hour. Then I got in line. I got my food. I got a number 2. I think that's a quarter pounder with cheese meal. Got an iced coffee, medium fry. I was good for about 3 hours, but I had 5 more to go. So I think driving on a highway like this is way different than driving on the road like that blue truck. What if I was going like 80 or 90? I would have hit them. So this is how it is on the expressway, stop and go. And I do have a trailer. I have an 18-foot open trailer. They use the blinker, but they're cutting off really short. People are impatient. You got to learn to be patient. And I know what you're saying. I'm not patient. I'm 25. I'm 27. You know, how old are you guys? You know, I'm certified in the Midwest. I'm not certified through the United States. But if I was, I could come and help you guys. And I think you need to have someone who's going to give you a plan. Like to the left, this is a Mach-E Mustang electric. I did a lean business plan. I want to have 2 or 3 electric vehicles, help people who've been incarcerated. Thank you. Help people who've been incarcerated in jail. When they get out, they got to come to my program, learn how to drive, help them with a resume, job placement, right? But I told you I got a great evaluation. I'll open up, you know, the new contract. I shared it with the family. I can't give exact numbers, but if you work hard enough, a company will recognize your efforts, and they're doing it earlier this year, okay? But next year, they're expecting more out of me, and that's fine. I already signed up for professional development training already. And if I want to grow as an instructor, we need to talk about EVs. We need to talk about dangerous roads. We need to talk about road rage. We need to talk about, like now, I'm at 75 miles an hour. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, I'm in the middle lane. There's a big slowdown ahead. Now I'm squeezing brakes again. I'm hitting the brakes about 80%. My front steering wheel is shaking back and forth. This means my rotor is warped. They just took my space. That truck is going too fast. Okay? That Tundra is cutting over. This is how they were driving in I-80. Crazy. Now we're at 25 again. This really angers people. But there's nothing we can do about the conditions of the road or the flow of the traffic. We're at 45. Taking my time. I'm at about 40. Now I'm at 30. And if you don't pay attention, the 2 most common accidents on expressways are rear-end collisions and sideswipe accidents. Now, we did see a semi on I-80 rolled over. Okay, that was really scary. There were about 5 wreckers trying to flip it back up. And some people said semi-truck drivers need more training. I know it's anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 to train. There are 2 cars to the right that broke down. You got to know about maintenance. I'm going to get over 1 lane to the left. Saw the silver colored Ford just cut in front of the semi. I should have stayed in the middle lane, but that's okay. Right about 50. I'm scanning left, middle, and right. The black truck cut off the box truck. People are always trying to shoot that gap and thread gaps immediately, meaning cut off cars, and that really triggers road rage. We're in the left lane. Somebody probably saying, get over, bro. All 3 lanes are full. Every situation is different. We're trying to keep going, stay with the flow of the traffic. I can pick up a little bit, but why? And this car does not have adaptive cruise control. It's not a smart car at all. Could it be made a smart car? Yeah. We could, I'm quite sure, put some sensors in the mirror, put cameras in the mirror, camera in the front, camera in the back, and we can make this like a Tesla type car with the smart driving features, right? You know, they're young people, 19 to 24 years old, who could do that. That's the potential market. Okay, you buy a kit for $1,500, you click off the sensors you want. I want a backup camera, a smart facing camera. You drill out the mirrors, you put the cameras in, you epoxy them in, you hook up the wires, you have your command center where your radio is. You have instant cameras and recording all the time, sending it to your phone, social media, to your computer at home. For me, you know, I have DeepSeek. I'm not doing corporate stuff, but the more I learn it, I would love a closed server, because every time I query something, it's going to China. No cap, no hate, right? But I really should have my own server and have my stuff saved, okay? And that's something I need to do. I need a weekend or 2 to set it up. So we're gonna have to upgrade to the AMD chip, the 3D, I think it's 9800 or 9600, they're out of stock. Prices have went up because of the Trump tariffs. Something that costs $750, computer parts, now costs $950. And remember, I'm a small business owner, so yes, I can write it off, but you gotta have that money up front. Something that would have cost me $1,500, it's gonna cost me $2,400. Okay, well, I have to have cameras, I have to have video equipment, I have to have storage. You know, I have an 18 terabyte Western Digital plug-in file system. I just plug it in and it backs up all my files, but I'm gonna need more. I have GoPro video, I have camera video, I have phone video, all really important stuff. I don't want to delete anything because it could help all of you guys. I have a media calendar. Everything's set to go out either morning, afternoon, or evening. There's a little drone I want to buy. It's a hand, it fits into my hand, not a full-fledged drone, because I'm not that serious in my content yet. I want to update to a little better camera, more autofocus. I am not a professional, and I'm not even going to pretend to say that, but I'm learning. Like, I'm on these brakes hard. I'm scared. So, and these small upgrades will make my content better, a better lens. When I was at the track, I had kind of a smaller lens that really didn't, like I got to pick up now. In fact, I'm gonna get over to the right. Let me get over to the right. And if this car or truck wants to go fast, and that's what you should do. So I don't want to hold up traffic, okay? And that's how it works. So I need probably $3,000 to update my computer system, to get a couple better lenses. If I can find a better camera, $500, $900, $1,000, like I got over it. They want to go 80, I'm at 80 right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? And I'm in the middle lane. We're traveling about 77 to 80 miles an hour. Then this is where a chain reaction accident could happen. I'm lifting my foot. I'm at about 70, 75, 77. You know, I ordered a couple of dash cams, you know, a forward-facing one and a rear-facing one. That's going to add value. But you got to know how to edit this stuff. And you have all these good videos, but you have a bunch of memory cards that are full, and you never get them out. Okay, I have a GoPro full of really good videos. Okay, well, I had the camera, like I call it the ball-headed cam. I have it mounted on my forehead, and you see me driving. This is before I got the metal Ray-Bans. You know, I got to make some content for this brand deal. I got to try to get that out today. You know, the algorithm has changed. When I go live, I'm always professional when I go live. I want to get a different backdrop. You know, if you buy cheaper ring lights, they break all the time. I bought 3 cheaper ring lights. I'm not going to say the manufacturer. I bought one from a top-rate manufacturer, no problems. So you got to invest in good equipment. And the channel is growing. I'm at 25,510 or 9. I'm at about 70 right now. And this is in the slow lane. Lifting my foot, it kind of scrolls over, it's okay, I'm gonna make some room, and then they do this. That makes me a little bit angry, but this is I-94, this is I-80. I just increased my following distance, I'm at 60. There's that Mach-E Mustang. And what I really need to do is try to find out about funding for really moving this whole thing forward and really helping people, because my passion is helping adults and teens learn how to drive. Just trying to take my time. I used to have a black SRT like the one to the left, but had a lifter failure. You know, you got to know how to work on cars. So I have a friend who has a garage. I should be talking to him so we can talk about routine maintenance. Go over there, interview him, a podcast. I have about 10 podcasts. So you're probably saying, when do you have time to do all this? You just do it. Just like the NHRA photographer said, just shoot. Just make pictures. Shoot. Focus. Now I'm lifting my foot. And those videos, well, those images, we're talking about digital because we're getting away from magazines. A lot of people don't buy magazines anymore. Those beautiful, crispy digital images, those are from the NHRA photographers, and I had a chance to talk to them. And they show me their cameras, they show me the type of lenses. Okay? And then I'm gonna squeeze my brakes. This is very confusing too. We have a double left turn. I'm in the inside lane by yellow. You should be able to tell that. And then there are 2 lanes going to the right. So I want to make careful decisions with the money that I'm investing. I don't want to overinvest, but obviously I want to buy something one time and really use it. I have a gimbal. I haven't even used that yet. It's a Zion, really good brand name gimbal. I haven't used it yet, but it's there. So what I'm saying to all of you, you got to invest in yourself. Get a good instructor. If you're not sure of a good instructor, set up a coaching call with me. Hey, Myles, I wanted to talk to you 1 to 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. It's a good time to reach out to me on the Stan store, 1 to 1:30. That's when my break is. You can sign up for a coaching call. It's all handled through Stan. It's fully secure. And then I'll get an email notice, phone notice. You'll talk for half an hour, boom. And I can develop a custom plan. And I'm glad I put that together. I was really nervous and scared the first time. Who's gonna call? How do I make digital products? But I'm learning. Okay, and it's paid for itself. It is $29 a month. Don't think it's free, but we can deduct those costs during tax season. Okay, but I really need to be purchasing a vehicle. I really want to do a Tesla or a Ford Mach-E, and then put the brake in there, advertise. I'm not there yet, but the people who do call, we do manage to coach them and train them. So I got a lot going on. And another company I work for, I'm not going to name them, they simply said, once you get your vehicle and your insurance, we can provide clients for you. So it's really about who you know in this industry, and it's about relationships, okay? And that's what I'm trying to tell all of you. It's who you know, more so than what you know. Okay, I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm going to go ahead and get in the middle. And this is a double left turn. I'm going to be in the outside left-hand turn, so I'll be by the curb. I can barely see what you put. Maybe my battery's going down. Why a Tesla? Why a Tesla? Let's talk about it. The equipment, the software packages, I can get a used Model 3 long range or performance for less than $25,000. I'm not going to run the light. So I can get a used one. The Ford Mach-E is available too, so I'm looking at range. When I teach adults and teens, I'm driving probably about 325 miles a day. So in gas, you might as well say $50 to $60 every 2 days. I can set up a level 2 charger at the house. I have the level 2 plug, a Neiman plug, if I'm correct. So I just need to get it mounted, get it set. There are driver's ed companies in the United States using Teslas. And, my question is, where do you put the brake? How do you mount the brake? Is it a hand brake? Because you don't want to drill through the floorboards because the battery's there. I'm in the driver's ed car right now, and on the right side of me, we have the brake for the Instructor. I have dual mirrors. So I think that Tesla would be, and then I could use that to drive back and forth to work too, right? So I think that would be cool. What I really need to do is rent a Tesla for a week, see if it's really for me. Hertz still has a fleet of Teslas available, and you see a lot of people doing DoorDash with those Teslas, and they're making money. So it won't be free, but I'm willing to invest in myself, and I'm a forward-thinking person. Like as we talk right now, there's a Tesla to the left. Okay, so a lot of people are scared to go after their dreams. I'm not getting any older. I'm not getting any younger. You're not getting any older or younger. You got to believe in yourself. So I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay. And then maintenance on this car is ridiculous. Tires, brakes, it's broken down multiple times, no cap, no hate. I'm just telling you the truth. So I can look at all options. And one of my students, he has a 2018 or 19 Tesla. We made some content. I asked him a lot of questions. I have all those videos. We drove around. It was really awesome. So there are opportunities there. So I'm not scared to try. You got to try, because the gas will kill you. It's about $40, 35 to 37.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, I got a carry out for Myles or Pam.
Hold on.
Thank you. So, and then, putting gas in. Now I won't have to put gas in, checking the oil, routine maintenance. I'm a car enthusiast anyway. I love cars. Okay, that's why I went down to Joliet to see the drag racing 3. All right. This is from this morning, but it's all good. Don't care. And if you do deep driving, you're going to be driving 4 or 5 hours on the expressway. And then I see a lot of people driving across the country in Teslas. Man, wouldn't that be cool? Just to go to different locations, chill, make content, post it, and then let's keep going. So I will have it. It's just a matter of time. I work too. I have 2 jobs. I have 3. But when you're married, you got to think of your partner, your wife, your husband. Family concerns. It's real out here. The struggle is real. Okay, you got to pay bills now. Hi.
How, 2634.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, what's up, brother?
I put strawberry and grape in there.
Hey. Got this food. And it costs money. Every move is money. To drive down to Chicago, Joliet, probably $80 in gas. I didn't have to pay for parking because I was part of the media. They fed us Olive Garden. I ate good. I was probably $150 cash round trip. I had to get food. You have to, nothing is free. Okay? And I had my camera. I was nervous. I thought I was going to drop it. I didn't. I had a used memory card in there and the pictures on there. Guys, if I post some of those pictures. So whenever you buy a used camera, make sure you delete what's on the memory card. Some guy had a big money stack. He had models in swimsuits. My wife is like, what's on this camera? I'm like, so she said, you need to delete that. So some pictures are still on there. I can white out the face, but you never know, okay? So if you buy a used camera, they usually should be deleting that stuff on there.
There you go, Mr. Myles. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.
It's a beautiful day, huh?
It is nice. I see you made it again.
What's that?
You made it again.
I did. I sure did.
Yes, you did. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
Bye.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. And then it's about relationships. Like my cousin, she's got a motorcycle too, but I don't know how to ride. I'll kill myself. My cousin also taught driver's ed. So we could form a company, but she's retired. She's a science teacher. She works for the college. She don't want to do all this. I'm the one still, I got about 10 years left, right? Teaching, I'm always going to do something. I'm not going to lay at home. I want to race, AI, build computers, game. I already build computers. That's one thing you guys don't know about me. I build gaming computers. I have a mid-range upper computer, 4070 Ti, water cooled, a few 71Ks, half-inch lines. That's one thing you guys don't know about me. I'm gonna have to upgrade my system. We get this money next week. So I'm gonna order an AMD chip. That seems to be the best one for multitasking, gaming, and video editing. So that's what I'm gonna get. Okay, Micro Center is my favorite. So I can order what I want. If they don't have it, I'll just get the chip somewhere else. But they do bundle deals. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay. So I definitely have a plan. I've been researching this the last year and a half. The AMD is probably the best overall chip. The 3D 95 or 9800. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Don't rip me up in the comments. But I want that top tier chip. I've always been water cooled, so all I need to do is buy the motherboard, get the RAM. I'm gonna go with 128 gigs of RAM for video editing. I'm water cooled. All I need to do is get another water cooling mount for the AMD chip. I have a 10700K that's overclocked to 5.2, which is fine. I would love the 14900K chip, but sometimes they're bad. I want to go forward. Okay, the 14900K chip is still a really good chip, but if I want to move forward, and I'm a gamer, I play Halo Infinite. You didn't know that, right? I was ranked nationally a few years ago, but I was addicted to computers. So I'm telling you so many things you don't know about me. And also, we want to start a second channel. I don't want to tell you the name yet, but it's going to involve sim racing. Okay? I need to buy the setup. And I can use my current gaming computer. I would just pull the guts out, the motherboard, the processor. I could get a water-cooled, I could get an air-cooled cooler, put it in, plug it in, and then there's my sim racing setup. It's not top end, but it'll do what I need. Then I'm going to get over one lane to the left. You see me checking. So I have some plans in mind, and I need to be smart, okay? And I'm going to need a second camera, and then that second channel, I've learned so much, okay? Podcast, sim racing, and that's a whole new area too. I love cars. I love building things, okay? So thank you for the thumbs up. There's a lot going on, and I love building things, working on motors. See, there's another Tesla coming to the left, the white one. You'll see it. See it? Okay. And also in the city that I'm in, they rent electric EVs. I can get one for a day. See how it is. I can take you guys with me. Mount my camera in there, my GoPro. Guys, I'm past the GoPro. Oh, you heard that chip? You heard that rock? I'm past the GoPro. The Meta Ray-Bans are better than the GoPro. Okay, two-faced. Okay, that's the name of their play, two-faced. So the Meta Ray-Bans have replaced the GoPro. And I can take a video right now. I can just hit the button and make a video. And then I can post it to any of my medias, or I can post it on Instagram. I can post it on Facebook. And then, of course, Instagram has a program where if you can get more of your followers from other social media platforms to come on, they'll pay you. So I signed up for that program, right? And then I got the phone mount system here, and I need to buy another one of those. So I've invested in good equipment because I've broken 3 phone mounts before, cheap. I think I've raced this guy before. I think we're 2-0. And I'm gonna get over. But I don't need a street car. If I'm gonna get a car, just for back and forth, my street racing days are over, okay? That's stupid. If I wanna race, I'm gonna go to the track. I have my car at home, it's on the trailer. The garage is terrible right now. I don't want you guys to see it, but I'll show you some pictures. And then I'll go to the track. Next year, we're gonna get a trailer. So I have to be patient. I gotta stay focused on my vision, making good content, making better content, teaching people how to drive. I'm gonna buy this little pocket-sized drone too. There are a few things I need just to step up my content. I already have a Rodecaster Pro. I'm gonna stop here and look left and right. I'm gonna show you. You look left, right, left. Okay. So I'm learning a lot. And don't hate because you order goods from China. Most of our stuff is from China anyway. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go slow in this turn. So you kind of have an idea of where I am. And starting next week, I'm gonna go on the Micro Center site and kind of price things out. But there's gonna be a shortage of chips. And I've learned to be patient. The school bus is coming. I'm just gonna sit here. Okay? Boom. And everyone's got Ring doorbells. Why would I go past this? There are drivers who would do that. There's a driver behind me. Okay? The most important thing are those kids. That bus. You see it. Okay. Put it back in drive. I'm out. Okay? So you got to be ready for opportunities. And for me, updating my camera, getting a couple better lenses. I have one like a street camera. I should go to downtown and just take pictures, right? I'm learning. And then my high-end camera, I'm gonna use that too, okay? Because I'm clumsy, I'll drop stuff. And then the next generation, Meta Ray-Bans. I'm definitely on an early platform for that. And then I'm using a S21 or 22 Ultra. The new one costs like $2,000. It's probably going to be $3,000. I can't afford it right now, but I need more space. So I just take my videos off of here and put them on. Guys, ladies, I want to say thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll edit it out. And then I'll be talking tonight about expressway dangers. Thank you, guys. Look at my videos. Please enjoy this information. I really appreciate you. Look at all my videos. Bye.